They gave her the magazine. She didn't want to do it, but she did it, and Teresa was blown away. Teresa was like, what? She was in shock. All that was, back then, everything you see was true. So, but Jacqueline didn't want to do it. Jacqueline fought with them, and they're like, it's your job, and do it. Or, you're going to lose. So she did it. And then Caroline comes around the corner. That night, that same night, Dina and Teresa hadn't talked in 2 years. Dina lives around the corner from Jacqueline. She went knocking on Dina's door crying. I can't believe what they just did to me, and that's how they made up. That's how Dina and her made up. So that was a tap on the shoulder from producers. And they do that. They did that to me the first night I was filming when my first contract. I was filming. Kristen came with me. We went to Capitol, and Teresa was getting that big award for doing The Apprentice and all that. And I'm sitting with her in couples at the table, and they tap me on the shoulder, and they go, you need to say that Perez Hilton said that Joe Giudice is cheating. And I said, I am not going to say that. I'm not going to sit at this table and say that. This was my friend. She was getting an award. So they said, well, you just signed a contract, so you better think about what you're going to say. That's the way they talk to you. So I'm trying to text Teresa under the table, numbnuts. She doesn't, she doesn't look. I'm like looking at her like this, I'm going to come at you. I finally say, come on, let's all go to the bar and have a drink. All the girls, let's go. Go to the bar, and this is what I say to her. I said, how are you and Joe getting along? You seem like you're lovey-dovey. She goes, we're fine. I go, well, Perez Hilton says your marriage is in trouble. That's not true, blah, blah, blah. They were furious because they wanted me to say he was cheating. They knew then. Now, how long ago was that? They knew then. So that's what they do. That's what they do. That's probably why I'm not on the show anymore, because you can't tap me on the back and tell me what to do.
I was just going to say,
Yeah.
don't you regret this? You
Yeah,
could
I
be at
do.
your own $1 million now a year.
I know.
Just do what they want, Kim.
But I might have got a drink thrown at me he was sitting right there with her, I don't know if that's worth it. So.
For $1 million?
Well, they didn't offer me $1 million. I might have done it for $1 million, Okay, we have the lights.
Do you know any gossip about Chris Larita and Caroline Manzo having a falling out?
Yeah, I know all of it. None of them talk. None of them talk. Caroline doesn't talk to her brother Chris. Jacqueline doesn't talk to them. Dina doesn't talk to them. Chris doesn't talk to the boys. It all happened over Blackwater.
I was going to ask, is it
all
over
happened over Blackwater.
It was all over a business
All
deal.
over a business deal. So when they started this show, remember when Caroline said we're thick as thieves? None of them talk now. It's really I find it to be really crazy because two families, the Gorgas and the Giudices were never close. They hated each other from day one. But if you think about it, two families, the Manzos, Laritas, Dina Manzo, okay, and now the other families, none of them talk. One didn't go to the wedding just this season. The other ones, they don't speak at all. It's just very, very odd. And just really, that's what these shows can do. It brings out the worst in people, brings out some of the good in people. But these families are, look, Kathy Wakili doesn't talk to Melissa and Joe anymore.
Right, that's very
done.
sad, yeah. I just have one more question.
Go ahead.
Out of all the franchises, which one do you think needs to come to an end already?
Ooh. Well, maybe
Not
I'm going to say Atlanta because I don't
recasted,
like it.
Not a legacy, just needs to end.
I don't like OC anymore. It's not my thing.
I say OC.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
going to
it's
go with
time.
OC.
And I think if Tamra doesn't save this,
Then I think
then
it's
it's
it.
really over.
Yeah, I'm going to go with OC.
I'm gonna go with
because
OC.
It's a snooze fest for me at this point.
The snooze fest.
Snooze fest.
I have a question.
Oh.
Why doesn't Dina talk to Teresa?
Well, do you want me to speculate? Because I don't know for sure.
Speculate.
Speculate. Like I said.
Why not? You do other times of the year, so go ahead.
Because when they were on the vacay, when they were on the last Mexico trip,
recent.
the Mexico 50th birthday, they saw something there, like something going on, that they backed away. Yeah, they backed away. They saw something, and that's when that's when Dina told Chris Loretta, Louis shady. And
Like
that's
she
the
thinks they saw like, oh wait,
Something
whatever
happened.
Margaret, what we've all been saying about Louise, you think
They were
that
hearing things,
Dina
but I
and
think they
Dave
saw it with
saw
their eyes.
like, wait,
Yeah.
we
because
backed the wrong horse,
after
guys.
that,
We backed
after
the
that
wrong
birthday
horse.
party, they completely didn't talk anymore. And then also Louise's sister had done Dina's podcast. They unfollowed each other. I mean, it was a rip-roaring situation. And then the day of the wedding, she put up, Dina put up this crazy thing about when you're ready to leave, this and that. Not congratulations, Teresa. My heart's with you, even though I couldn't make it. Come on.
And Dina's not a fame whore like the rest of them. She doesn't give a fuck.
Dina could care less about the show. Could care
It's
less.
over.
And
It
something
really is
bad
over.
happened to Mexico, I'm going to predict. And they saw the writing on the wall that some of these stories are true. And I don't think she wants to be involved in it. And Teresa's going to stand with her man. That's the bottom line. The friends go down the drain. The man is number one. She did that. Thanks, Jen.
Hi.
Hi, David's sister.
That's my sister, everyone.
Hi, David's sister.
So Kim, I have two questions. Kim, how did you first meet my brother?
Okay.
And then, David, tell everybody how you got obsessed with Housewives and how this all happened to get you where you are today.
You'd say
Obsessed
you
is a
say
strong
it
word.
first.
Look, I mean, I've always been into reality TV, like The Hills, Laguna Beach, like right from the beginning. And I've always been a fan of pop culture, like 90210, Melrose Place. So, look, you love Desperate Housewives, you love the
I
OC,
love Desperate
right?
Housewives. That was a great show.
That
Love.
fucking Eva Longoria, she ain't
Right?
no joke.
Love.
And I love the OC with Misha Barton. So, then when this show starts called, like, The Real Housewives of OC, I mean, now I have to say, and this is no offense to anyone, it's truly a business.
It is.
This
Yeah,
is
now
a
it's a business.
podcast. We're running. The train has left
I
the
did watch
station.
Beverly Hills for a while till I did the podcast with David. I watched it in the beginning, but then after Lisa Vanderpump left, I didn't watch it anymore.
This is how Kim got into Salt Lake.
Yeah,
Beverly
Salt Lake
Hills
I love now.
is
I
going
love.
to end. There's going to be no New Jersey. I'm like, Kim, do you want to stay here every
Yeah.
week? Because, girl, you got to pick something.
Yeah.
And we ended on Salt Lake, so now she's
Well,
into Salt Lake.
Because you know me, we're very good friends. We'll get to that now.
She'll vanish.
We have a crazy.
She does that Irish goodbye, guys.
Oh God, yeah. After this, you won't see me. I'll be out the back door. But
True.
no. So David, we just had a little thing in the back. I thought that David came to my fashion show in New York, and then I ran into him at Erica Jane's book signing in Ridgewood. But he said it was the opposite.
We met through
Yeah.
Erica Jane.
Yes, I was online, and he was online, and he was up front. He goes, Kim D, why are you standing online? You should be up in the front. I was with Kristen.
I'm like, this is Housewives royalty,
Yeah,
people.
I was like, you
She's
gotta
like
be up
standing
front.
in
It
line.
was
She
very
buys a
cute.
book. I'm like, the
Yeah.
fuck are you doing here? I said, like,
Yeah.
someone get her to the front of the
Yeah,
line.
it
She's
was
like
really
on
cute.
one of the shows.
It was really cute. And then he came to one of my fashion shows. I had one in the city.
No, this is completely wrong. The first thing, there's like 13 other steps.
Oh, okay.
Then, first it starts with Erica Jane. Then the second thing is we both were at 54 Below seeing the Countess.
I don't
Miss-
remember that. Well,
you